Yo, 1 year locked. I'm here to basically just give y'all a little bit of insight on my lock journey and how it's impacted me and what you could look forward to and what you could expect. So, first off, I'll just start off with the way that the growth, right? So, when I first started, my hair was probably like right here, right? So now it's like about here. I would say that's about 3 inches. So you could expect like over a year of growth. Your hair is actually a lot longer than this. But over a year's growth, you'll probably have about 3 inches of growth, like at least visible. So, that's one thing. So it takes a long time. It's probably gonna take about 2 years for it to actually like drop like completely. But this length is pretty cool. And then depending on like what your hair is like, it may not lock. Now, what I will say is the last the last time when I got them locked, they looked a little more frizzy. Now they're like tightening up a little more. And honestly, man, I'm hoping that they can just stay soft for real because my hair is like soft, but it's starting to get a little harder. I don't really want it to lock up and be like real hard. Like I would just prefer for it to just stay like this, honestly. So we'll see what happens with that. Um, so mine are like a year in, and they still haven't actually locked up. And then the third thing is, man, like it's really like expensive. I'm not gonna lie, because, well, I mean, actually, if you think about it, it'll probably amount to being the same thing. So I think it's just the difference is that whenever you get your locks redone, it's like a lump sum payment. Whereas like if you get a haircut every 2 weeks, that could be about you know, 35 to $50 every 2 to 3 weeks. So when you get your locks done, it's usually like every 2 to 3 months. But in the beginning, it's more like once a month. So I mean the cost they kind of like end up balancing out. But if you're budget conscious, I would not recommend getting locks because that shit is gonna eat up your budget. You know what I'm saying? Like that's honestly been like why I've been like, yo, I might cut them because they're kind of expensive, and it would just be a lot like easier and cheaper to just get the. But yeah, so I mean that I would say that, and then I will say that it's just really a process. Like there's been so many days where like I don't like the way it looks at all. And then I just keep going, and then it's like you just really like for me, I've gotten to the point a lot where I've been like, yo, I just want to cut it off like so many times. Like there was a point like recently I just got these done like last week again, but my new growth was probably like 5 months because like she had retwisted it, but then she did like the comb retwist. So then I washed it, and then it just all fell apart, and I was like, bro, I don't even want to deal with this shit anymore. Like, so you got to be patient during the process. And then another thing is too that um locks they definitely I feel like they give you like an element of mystique a little bit, or it's just different. Like I feel like because most people have like the shortcut, and then when it gets longer, like I'll be able to style it in different ways, so it gives you a little bit more character. But I do miss having a fro, so. And I will say the other thing is like locks be like they're dirty for real. Like there's whenever some so for example like when I had the new growth there would be like globs of just dirt like in the locks, and that's what they don't tell you. Like everybody's locks is like that for real. Like I'm pretty sure everybody has that shit because if you think about it, like locks are like a style of neglect. So you're pretty much just like neglecting your hair and letting it do what it does. Like you're not combing it, you're not doing anything. So over time, like that's just gonna build up. So, you know, and I would say people say do minimalist. The only reason why I've been doing minimalist with my locks is because I just got to the point where I'm just like, yo, I don't even. It's just hair on my head. But when I first started, like I would spray it and then I would spray it and then I would put like coconut oil in it. So I would say like for real, do that like 2 times a week. Um, and the other thing I will say is that when you get locks, like if you have thin spots, it does like grow your hair back. So I had like a really thin spot right there. It's still like kind of thin, but it's like grown a lot, over time. So like when you have locks, like your hair is gonna grow more. Um, and I mean, it's just cool. Like the cool thing is to like see like over time, like what your locks develop into. Like so when I look back like a year from past, it's like damn, like they came a long way. Like you know what I'm saying? And I stuck with it. So I would just say if you haven't grown out your locks before, like and you haven't done it at all, I would recommend trying it like for once just to see how you like it. But what I will say is that like it's a process and you got to know like what you want to do with it. Like what I want to do is I want to be able to like tie it up, you know, half up, half down, all the way back. But at the same time, like I feel like when my hair gets to like this length, it may look a little weird. So that's why I'm like, damn, like, do I only have like a year left of like wearing my locks? Like, and if I do, I'm fine with that. But it's just like, cause I'm not gonna have my locks like down here. Hell no, I ain't doing that. And I don't know if I really want to just commit to getting them trimmed and retwisted. Like I feel like probably I'm gonna just get a shortcut within like the next like 4 years, probably for real. But we'll see though. You know. And I have to see because I haven't had like long hair during the winter, like locks. So this is gonna be the first time that I'm having it. This upcoming like colder season. So I'm gonna see like if there's any benefits with regards to that. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I just came on here to like give my review of dreadlocks, um, or locks, and like, you know, just like giving you a little update of maybe what yours could look like. And hopefully, you gain some knowledge from this. Comment below, like if you want to know like what I use, um, and I'll let you know. But just like in case you don't want to comment, I just use tea tree oil sometimes. I use castor oil, and I use coconut oil, and then that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. This the 12-month journey of locks. So yeah, peace.